U.S. President Donald Trump will host all 5 Central Asian leaders in Washington on Thursday, marking the first such summit since the region's leaders held separate meetings with Russian President Vladimir Putin and Chinese President Xi Jinping earlier this year. The gathering comes amid growing Western interest in the resource-rich region, where Moscow's influence has waned since the invasion of Ukraine and China has become a dominant player. Leaders of Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan and Uzbekistan have strengthened their engagement with global powers under the C5+1 format. The US and European Union have intensified diplomacy with the region, holding their first joint summit with Central Asia in 2023. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, speaking at a State Department reception, said Washington's interests align with those of Central Asian states in developing natural resources and diversifying their economies. Rubio said he planned to visit all 5 countries next year, while Deputy Secretary of State Christopher Landau noted that Trump's invitation reflected a personal push to deepen U.S. engagement. Landau and Sergio Gore, the U.S. ambassador to India and Trump's special envoy to Central Asia, visited Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan last week to prepare agreements expected to be announced during the leaders' visit. Russia, China, Turkey, and the West are all competing for influence in Central Asia. Putin, Xi, and European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen have each met the region's leaders this year. While Moscow remains a strategic partner, Russia's war in Ukraine has unsettled the ex-Soviet republics, prompting them to diversify ties. China has positioned itself as a key commercial partner through major infrastructure investments, while Turkey has used cultural and linguistic ties to strengthen military and trade relations. Western interest has been renewed as the US and EU seek to diversify supply chains and secure access to rare earth minerals. Kazakhstan leads global uranium production, Uzbekistan holds vast gold reserves, and Turkmenistan has significant gas deposits. Kyrgyzstan and Tajikistan, meanwhile, are developing new mineral resources. However, exploitation of these reserves remains difficult due to harsh geography, limited infrastructure, and political constraints. Efforts to reduce reliance on Russia include developing new transport routes, such as the Caspian Sea corridor linking Central Asia to Europe via the Caucasus. Between 2021 and 2024, trade through this route surged 660%, according to official data. For Trump, economic cooperation has taken precedence over human rights concerns in dealings with Central Asia's authoritarian governments. Rights groups have criticized the region's worsening record on civil liberties and press freedom. Human Rights Watch urged the White House to include human rights in the summit agenda, noting that all 5 governments have intensified crackdowns on dissent and media. Turkmenistan ranks among the world's most repressive states at 174th out of 180 in the Global Press Freedom Index. Kazakhstan and Kyrgyzstan, meanwhile, have expressed support for Trump's decision to dismantle US-funded Radio Free Europe, one of the last independent media outlets in the region.